Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Nina Scher, and I'm here again today to give you the latest market report for Albany, New York's capital region on the housing market. And I have some statistics here from GCAR, the Greater Capital Association of Realtors. So, new listings in the past year, we have January 2017 to January 2018. That's the most recent data that we have. And new listings are down 5.8%. That's quite a bit. Days on the market. How many days on the market until a sale? That's down 3.5%. So houses are spending a shorter time on the market. And our median sales price in Albany, New York capital region is up 5.4%, which is great for our area.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions here, Nina. So what does this mean if I am your client and I'm the buyer looking to purchase a home in the capital region?
Okay, so if you're my buyer, I'm going to help you through the process, and it can be a little frustrating in this market because there are a lot of buyers out, and as you saw in the statistics, the inventory of homes is down. So you may encounter a multiple offer situation, and I'm going to help you.
Oh, okay, we had a little snag there. Now
Sorry.
we've reconnected, so you're going to help me through that process.
I'm going to help you through that process because I don't want you to overpay for a home because there are more than one or two buyers making offers on it. And at the same time, if the home has great value, and I'm going to provide you with information on what's sold in the neighborhood and all kinds of other data to help you make the decision if you want that home and you feel that it's worth a good price. Of course, I want you to get the home, and I will do everything in my power to help you do that.
So it can sometimes be an emotional decision, right? Even though it's not supposed to be. So how does that work? Would you advise me if you think I should walk away?
Yeah, sometimes because it is an emotional decision, you get into the frenzy of a multiple offer situation, you might want to go really above what the house seems to actually be worth. So it's my job by providing you with a lot of data, to help you make a business decision as well as an emotional decision.
So that I don't overpay.
Right, so that you don't overpay.
And then regret it later if something happens to the market, right?
Right, we don't want buyer's remorse. And you have to, as a buyer, I want you to remember that your situation can always change. You may not be in the house for 20 years. Hopefully, a lot of people say that they will. It'll be their forever home, but you never know what happens. A job changes, a marital situation changes, so you want to really make a good business decision, and I want you to do that, and I want to help you do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Okay, so on the flip side, I'm wondering, I want to ask about, what this all means for if I'm going to be selling my home and you're my listing agent, but do you represent both sides?
No, I don't do that because I feel that if you're the seller, I want you to get the maximum price that you can for your home. And if you're the buyer, I want you to get the home for the lowest price possible. So I can't do both and be fair to both. I think it may be legal, but I don't really think it's ethical. So if you're my buyer and you happen to want to buy one of my listings, I will advise you to have another agent to represent you, and I'll help you find one, of course, but I really think that that's the fair way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm surprised. So it is legal in New York, though, to do that
right?
Now, right?
Yes, it is.
It never used to be until a couple of years ago, or?
No, I don't. As long as I've been in the business, it's been legal. In some states, it isn't, but in New York, it is. So.
Okay. So now, given the statistics that you just gave us here from GCAR, what does all of this mean if I'm the seller?
If you're the seller, I'm going to tell you this is a great time to sell your house. All those sellers out there, it is really a good time to sell your house because there are a lot of buyers. The interest rates are inching up a little bit, and we need your homes. But at the same time, there are homes that languish on the market because we haven't, or because some agents haven't advised the right preparations to maximize the price that they receive. So I'm going to advise you to prepare your house. I'm going to go through it several times. Maybe you're going to need to paint, declutter, have some minor repairs done. I'm going to encourage you to stage the home, and I cover some of those costs with my clients. Sometimes it's just a little bit of tweaking that you need to make your home really to show it to your advantage, because when you put your home on the market, it's not your home anymore. It's a house. Mm-hmm. Your home is where you're moving. Mm-hmm. So you have to think of it that way. It's a commodity, and you want to show it in the best light. And I'm going to hire a professional photographer to take pictures of your home at my expense, because it's like internet dating. You have about 2 seconds to make an impression online. Otherwise, your buyers are on to the next house. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to help you do that, and I'm going to help you price your house in a reasonable range so that you can get the highest price possible for your home.
So
for your house.
Yeah, right. So I know that, a lot of us think that our houses are worth more than they are, especially in the seller's market, right? Like we all think we can do it on our own, but even if I'm working with you, you might come back with real data that says, here's the comps within the last couple of months, this is what these houses are going for, and that's what we really have to base it off of, right? It's, even though I'm thinking, my house is so much better than theirs, let's increase it by 20 grand. What's the risk of doing that?
Well, the risk of doing that is that if a buyers and their agents search parameters, and if your house we think it's going to sell for about $275,000 and you list it at $320,000, when buyers are looking, they may look up to $300,000, they may look a little higher, but they may not look at $320,000. So, and the people who are looking for the $320,000 houses are going to think, well, your house isn't really worth that. Mm-hmm. So you want to capture the buyers who are really ready, willing, and able to purchase a house in your price range.
And the risk of the price reduction is what? Like, let's say I say to you, come on, let's just try it $320,000. Right. What's the risk of doing that?
The risk of doing that is that your house languishes on the market. You have to start doing price reductions to bring in the new buyers so that they actually see your house online, or their agent sees it. And then they start to ask, well, why is your house sitting on the market for a long time in a seller's market? Mm-hmm. And you tend to get lower offers.
Because people think something's wrong
People
with it, right?
think something's wrong, and people think, why doesn't anybody else want it? Mm-hmm. So that
raises too many red flags, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does somebody get started working with you? Like if I wanted to list my house with you and I, I'm ready to go, what do you do?
Well, you call me up, email, I will make an appointment, come to your house. We'll go through the house, every room, I will gather all kinds of data on your house, how old, what kind of improvements you've made over the years. Do you have a new furnace? Is your roof older? Did you update the kitchen? And I'll compile all that information. I'll make recommendations of what I think, you might need to do, if anything. There are some houses where, it wouldn't be mine, but there are some houses where, they're just perfect when you walk in, and that's great. I will usually come back with a stager that I work with. I cover the cost of that to have a consultation and see if there's any either major or a minor staging we can do. Sometimes if you're selling a house for an elderly parent and the parent has moved out of the house, there may be more staging involved. And then I will have my professional photographer take pictures, and we'll get the process going.
So what if it's not even at that point? What if I need help fixing it up? Do you have people that you recommend for inspectors or for people, a handyman who can do stuff, maybe paint?
Oh, sure. I have lists of people that I recommend and that my clients have liked using, and I keep all that information available so that if you would need that, I would be happy to provide it.
That's a wonderful resource because, it's hard to find people that you can trust. So knowing that you work with people on a regular basis, that just is a lot of headache that goes away that way. So.
Right. I have to keep those people very close, and they're very helpful.
Yeah. So again, what is your territory? Like, do you go into Rensselaer County? Like, what's
I really go all over the Capital District, from Nassau, where I have a listing now, to Schenectady, to Saratoga County at times, Albany County, of course, Bethlehem, Guilderland, pretty much all over.
Okay.
I cover the area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to go ahead and give you a call and make an appointment with you, how do they get a hold of you and where are you located?
Okay, my office is in the Price Chopper Plaza in Slingerlands. My phone number is 518-368-5578. That's 518-368-5578. Can call me anytime. You can look online, Nina Scher Hunt Real Estate, and you'll see my website, some of my other videos. I have a Facebook page, so I'm kind of easy to reach.
Yes, and there's lots of videos you've done. So people, what kind of videos have you done? If people want to do a little bit more research on you on your Facebook page, what else have you done?
We've had interviews with siding and window replacement people, with pest control, solar panels, all kinds of interesting home improvement projects. So there's a lot of information there with those videos if you're interested and interested in finding out more about me.
And you're also very well known for your downsizing workshops, right?
Yes, we just had our 7th downsizing workshop at Bethlehem High School in the continuing education program, and those have been very well attended.
Huge turnout, right?
Yeah.
Especially for the last one. But
yeah,
you've been doing it for so many years, and you definitely have a following, and known as the downsizing person, but also the person who helps the millennials find their dream home.
Right, those millennials want your homes. If you're a downsizer or even thinking about it, we have a lot of wonderful young people who really would love to buy your homes.
Awesome. All right, Nina, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. It was great to be with you today.